Fresh Kid Z, Fresh Kid C,
Yes, sir.
Fresh Kid P, Fresh Kid T.
Oh yeah, we back.
Oh, and Zapoon, by the way.
Yeah, Jones.
Alright, hey guys, what's up? This is day 300. I know it's been a little while since I've made a video, but nothing too much has really been going on. So I'll just go through what has happened. As you can see, there's that rock and the pump I moved down. There's no more pump on that side. I actually moved that pump down here because I wanted to keep the bacteria and stuff alive in it, because I put all this rock that I actually made, the pH has gone down. I actually made it a really long time ago, like before Christmas. Actually, way before that. It was like back in like pretty much the end of August is when I made the rocks. So it's had plenty of time to cure and everything. And yeah, so I'm actually seeding this for another tank that I'm going to be starting for a friend. And yeah, so I'm going to keep some of it in my sump though, because it's always good to move it up and bring some of the live copepods to repopulate my tank. So I'm going to be doing that. And all those eggs sacs that were up there, I'm pretty sure whenever they hatched, the larva, or the, I don't know, in the larval stage or whatever, they floated down, and now there's seriously hundreds of the stomatus snails or something. Like, they're everywhere. I'm not even kidding. There's like tiny ones, larger ones, like that one right there, that big one back there. That one right on the glass, right there. Those couple down there. They're seriously everywhere. There are hundreds of those snails in here. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna actually take a few of the I'm gonna take some of the larger ones when they actually get larger, and I'm gonna put them back up the top so they do the same thing, and we'll just clean up there. So back to my tank. Some's doing good. Alright, so my clownfish, they're both doing well. They've been hanging out a little more. I put the rock in a couple hours ago. I think they're a little bit afraid of it, actually. Because that's their normal hangout spot. So, they haven't been hanging out there lately for the past couple hours. There's my 6th line wrasse. All my fish are still alive. Everything's alive. Except for that SPS back there, it mostly died off. There's still some polyps that are still alive, but I don't know. It's just pretty much dead. And that one, I don't really know if those ones are alive, but that one, it still comes out every now and then. But I don't really know. That one, it still has color and stuff, so it's still alive. It's just none of them have been really growing at all. This one, on the other hand, my green Montipora capricornus, that one has actually been growing quite a bit, sort of. It's been growing. I don't know if you'd consider it quite a bit. But, little story about my black clownfish. A couple days ago, like 5 days ago or something, it actually jumped out of my tank. And I know you may be saying, like, how does it get out of this? But it got out of that little gap right there. No idea how. It's very unlucky, but I was on my computer at my desk, right here, and I heard like a flop. I didn't really think of anything at first, and then like a couple minutes went by, I heard another flop, and I was like, hey, that doesn't sound right. So I went and looked at my tank. Actually, I didn't look at my tank. I went and looked through that side to see if it was over there, and I didn't see it. Well, actually, I got down really low, and then I saw the blackfish on the carpet. It was right under there. It was like sitting under there. And I grabbed it, I put it back in. It was just floating there for a little while in shock. And then after about 5 to 10 minutes, it's pretty much back to normal. And yeah, that was pretty much it. It was out of the tank for probably 5 to 10 minutes. It was very lucky that I was there, because that would have sucked. It's not only the most expensive fish, but it's also my fish, and that would suck. Yeah, but they're all good now. And the black clownfish has actually been kind of hosting a crack in there, or like the part of the rock, it just like lays down there occasionally, and it kind of tears up some of its fins and like takes some of the color off, but it's been eating everything. It's actually looking pretty good, but a couple of days ago it looked pretty torn up. Probably also because it was out of the water for a little while, but yeah. Alright, so to my corals. Well, my 6-line wrasse, it's doing well. Yeah, see, the clownfish kind of just chills there. Kind of scratches it up a little bit, but it's alright. Alright, to my corals. These ones have been doing very well. I fed all my corals yesterday, so some of them may not look all the way good. Like that one, it doesn't look as good as it has been. But these acans that I bought, they're all growing new heads really fast. Like that one's doing really good also. This one's made so many new heads. There's a hermit crab back there. My frog spawn and torch coral, these just haven't seemed to be growing as much. I'm going to start doing more water changes, because before I wasn't really doing any water changes because I haven't really had problems with nitrates or phosphate, but recently I've been kind of getting fuzzy algae all over. It's not long like hair algae, but I'm going to start doing more water changes, and hopefully the corals all start growing a lot faster. My green star polyps are doing well. Still haven't jumped onto the rock, I don't think. I don't know, I gotta come looking around on this side. No, it doesn't look like they've gotten back onto the rock yet. You can see coralline algae's gone crazy. It's all over the glass, all over the back glass, and behind that rock, it's completely covered. Yeah. Oh, I guess I can move this. Yeah, it's like completely covered back there. So the biotic definitely helps. And there's a mushroom right there. It might be getting a little bit more shade from that rock, which would be good. Because my mushroom coral's been getting too much light. Yeah, and those mushrooms they're all alive. It's just too much light, I think. Those polyps are doing good. My first acan I got is doing really well. The new heads, well, not really that new, but the heads have been getting really big and starting to look really good. Candy cane coral still looks almost exactly the same from when I got it. I don't know why this one does not grow very much. This, my favorite acan right here, is looking really good. It's had a lot of new heads also pop up, along with this one. This one's had the most new heads show up. There's like at least 10 all around it. It's looking really good. And the polyps up there on that rock, they're all open now. Doesn't look like there's been too much spreading, but hopefully that starts to change. The xenia, that's really the only coral that has been growing really, really fast. Like really, really fast. It's huge now. It's mass majority of my tank. It would be really cool if my clown started hosting in that little area. They can just do whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. But that'd be cool if they started hosting, at least for a little bit. And my favia is doing good. It's spread onto the rock below it. You can't really see it that well because it hasn't made the shell, or I don't know what it's called, the calcareous or whatever, the body. It's just kind of spreading onto the rock since it doesn't need to make it. So it's a little bit see-through, but it's still green and looks good. Those polyps there, I think the spreading has slowed down a little bit, but hopefully it speeds back up. They're doing really well. Same with those ones. These ones are my favorite zoanthids. They look really good. Those ones doing good. They were all opened earlier, but I fed my tank recently and they just closed up. Those polyps, those ones are actually spreading pretty quickly also. And my Kenya trees, they are looking very good. I don't know, I think the flow may be a little bit too high sometimes and they close up a little bit. But it looks like they're getting more used to it, so that's good. And that's pretty much all. My Vortec, it definitely quieted down a lot. I can barely hear it, so that's good. It's really dirty though. Everything has started to grow really fast with the calcium or the coralline wise and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's day out 300. Everything's looking really good. My shrimps are all alive. Cleaner shrimps back there. My can't even see the coral banded shrimp, but that one's been coming out a little bit more actually. It's really cool. And yeah, I guess those polyps are doing good. I haven't taken them off the plug or really done anything. They're just growing more over the plug. I don't know. I guess I'll just figure out what to do with them once they grow more. I don't really know. But yeah. That's pretty much it with the update. There's some snails back there. Everything's doing really well. Oh, one thing is the brown coralline algae all over my rocks, as you probably have noticed. My rocks have the brown coralline algae all over it. It's kind of disappointing, but there's nothing I can do about it. I wish the purple coralline algae all over the back would take over, but that's not going to happen right now. So hopefully over time the purple coralline algae takes over. That'd be really cool. Or even better, my corals just take over. All the polyps just spread across and everything. That would be way cooler. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the update. My fish are doing really well. They have started being more friendly to each other. And yeah, I may also be upgrading a little bit to a little bit bigger tank. I don't know, maybe in like a couple months, because my fish are getting pretty big, and yeah, so, and that would be cooler, just have a little bit bigger tank and everything. More water volume would be better. But for now, keeping the 10-gallon tank. Adding more live rock, or more dead rock to the bottom, so hopefully that helps with the fuzzy algae. That'd be better. And yeah, that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.